Hello, welcome to this tutorial on OBS. Very specifically, this tutorial is for Erg users that want to take something like ErgData and mix it with their webcam in OBS so they get a display that looks like this. Okay, let me show you how to do that using OBS. Okay, so what this tutorial will teach you is once you've installed OBS, I've got the latest version running, which is 26.1.1, is how to create a scene. And by a scene, we mean this is the composite output that you're going to create by using a variety of sources such as webcams and the casting stream from the phone. What I won't be showing you how to do is to completely use OBS. There's lots and lots of documentation on the internet and lots of video tutorials. So if you get stuck on something, you can either figure it out yourself by clicking around, or you can just go and watch a tutorial on it. So the first thing we're going to do is add in the webcam. So within our scene, this blank scene here that doesn't have any sources, we're going to click on the plus button and we want to choose a video capture device. And then I'm going to call it webcam and then click OK. And you'll see here I've got my webcam. If when you add your webcam you find that the picture isn't filling the screen, just click OK here and see you can then resize this webcam display within the box. But we want the webcam to be full screen. So I'm going to click and drag this red line, bring it to the edge. If you want to add the audio from the webcam that you're using, you'll need to go over to Settings. And this may be different for you, but for me, I need to go to Audio, and then Mic Auxiliary 4 needs to have the microphone, USB microphone, because it's a USB webcam, so the microphone on the camera is seen as a USB microphone. So I select that, I click Apply, and then OK. You'll see now that this Mic Aux 4 audio mixer is actually picking up the audio from my webcam that is here. So the next element to add is getting ErgData from my phone to stream to my PC so that it comes up as a video source that I can then bring into OBS. So first of all, on my PC, I'm going to open up Connect. Now this is the Windows server effectively that allows my phone to stream to my PC. It comes as part of Windows 10. You'll need to have a wireless adapter just plugged into the PC. You don't necessarily need to be connected wirelessly to the internet. At the moment I've got an Ethernet connection in my PC, but I do have a wireless dongle that's just sitting there if I needed to connect wirelessly. So once that's done, it says that my machine is ready for me to connect wirelessly. If you're doing this on a Mac, you can still cast from an Android phone to a Mac, but the piece of software that you would use instead of Connect is called Reflector. I will put a link in the description. It is unfortunately a paid-for piece of software, whereas Windows Connect is free. So I've already got ErgData on my phone. So I'm going to click on Screencast. And on my phone it says Cast Screen to Device BCP12 Wireless Display. So I click that and you can see that my phone is starting to connect to the PC. And now I see the ErgData display. So this is now a window that we can add into OBS. I'm just going to move this out of the way for the moment. Just get rid of that menu. I'm going to move this window out of the way onto my other screen. And now I'm going to go into OBS and I'm going to click the add sign again in sources. And I'm going to select window capture. And I'm going to call this ErgData and click OK. So you'll see here, this is the display from Windows Connect. It's a source, so we can click OK, we add it, and there we have it. And this window here can be shrunk to however big we want it, and also moved around. If you want it over this side, you can put it over there. So you can see here we've now built up our scene and we've got two sources. I'd probably end up having this up here somewhere. You will notice though there's a big black border around this that we really want to get rid of. So there's an easy way to do this, and we're going to right click over ErgData and we select filters, and then there are no effect filters at the moment, so we click the plus sign and then we select crop and pad. I'm just going to leave it as the default name, and then what you're able to do is crop the actual connect screen itself. So I'm going to do this quite roughly. We're playing around with the numbers. Top is around 150 as well, and I'm going to crop that bit off on the right, which is around 80. So now you can see here, there's still a bit of a border around it, but it's not taking up as much room unnecessarily in the picture. So at the moment, this is what our scene looks like. So within OBS, there's a number of options that we've got now. I could get on the rower, connect ErgData to my PM. It doesn't matter that this is streaming to the PC because it's using wireless rather than Bluetooth, so that's not going to be interrupted. And I could get on the rower and I could do a 2,000 meter piece, and simply using the recording function on the OBS, I could capture myself doing this with the live ErgData as we row. Alternatively, OBS will stream to most of the major streaming platforms such as YouTube, I think you do Facebook and Twitch and everything. So if you wanted to live stream yourself doing your 2K, you can do that. One of the new features on OBS is the ability to take this scene that you've created in OBS and effectively turn it into a virtual webcam or a virtual camera. This may be useful if you want to stream it over Zoom or to Skype, or you want to be with someone else on Zoom. They might have exactly the same setup with their webcam on, with ErgData or some kind of application giving out the stats, and then you guys can have a Zoom conference and battle each other that way or something. So to do this, we click on Start Virtual Camera, and then I would open up my Zoom client. And then in the Zoom settings, I would click on Video. And then I would choose OBS Virtual Camera. So you can see now my camera within Zoom is the scene that I've built in OBS. And that's it. As I say, you can go about and you can create more sources. You could add more sources in here. If you were using ErgRace, for instance, ErgRace Mobile has a web page that you can access. You would just go in and you could add that as a window capture from whatever browser it's looking at, and then you could just go and drop that in there, or you could actually use the browser feature itself. You simply click on browser and then you add in the URL that you want to add as a source in OBS. There's lots of other things to do. Like I say, it's good to play around with this, and there's lots of tutorials online. But at least this tutorial will get you to where we showed you at the beginning of the tutorial. Thank you. Bye-bye.